Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Rachael Towne and I'm a network marketing strategist. Today, we're gonna go into Hostess Coaching so you stop having those flop parties. It's the worst in direct sales when you are really excited, you're looking at your full calendar and you can't wait to get all these parties and make the commission and have fun doing these parties, except your party doesn't hit. Your hostess doesn't know what she's doing. You don't know what else you could have done. And we're going to take away all of those fears and we're going to get you so that you feel comfortable and confident coaching your hostess and not feeling like, oh my gosh, am I going to forget? Because we have all been there and we have forgotten to reach out to our hostesses if we're in direct sales. It doesn't happen often, hopefully, but it happens, like life gets in the way. So I'm going to show you how you can automate these text messages that will go out to your hostess so she does not feel left on an edge. It's the worst when she's like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. And my consultant hasn't communicated with me. And it's a stressful situation all around. However, if you let her know what you're doing for her party, what is expected of her step by step by step, then she's going to have an amazing party. And so when you start doing this, you can set it up at the beginning of the month. You have all of this time throughout the month for all of these other income producing activities, and you're feeling accomplished. Your party sales will go up. Your relationships with your hostesses will increase. It will just be so great. Okay, so let me show you what I use. It's Vizzlie. You guys, if you follow me, you probably have already realized I'm a huge advocate for Vizzlie. I actually have moved away from that a little bit more because I pay for another platform that I use, but I love Vizzlie for its affordability and its ease. So I like to share that with you guys. If you're interested in the other things that I use, go ahead and message me and we'll chat. It's a little bit more pricey, but my God, there's a lot of features. Okay, here we go. Let's share away. Alrighty, so here's Vizzlie, and if you're new to Vizzlie, you'll just have to create an account. It is free for 2 weeks, and then it's either $10 a month or $100 billed annually. I do have a referral code if you choose to pay for this, and that is in the description below. All right, so I'm just going to log in. Do you hear the woodpecker outside of my office? I have a suet cake hanging. And those woodpeckers are loud. Okay, so when you're in here, you'll want to go to Planning, Templates, Texting. You're going to make yourself a Hostess Coaching template, and it's going to be beautiful. So we'll go in here, again, Planning, Templates, Texting, and you will create a new template. And we'll call this Host Coaching, and we'll just create that. Okay, so we'll start with our first message. And I don't want to do this for you. I do have a host coaching template if you are in my university, but if you're just my YouTube subscriber, I'm so happy that you're here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to give you all of my stuff, but I will show you how. And that's, it's nice for me to know that you can rock. If you're interested in joining my university for all of this pre-done prefabricated stuff for you, their link for that is also in the description below in this video. But let's do the new message. And let's say that your party starts on a Sunday, like you're going to start posting in an online event on Sunday. So maybe a week before that. So we'll go 7 days before that. And I don't like this relative to starting time. I think that's bizarre. So I always do exact time of day. I want to send her her welcome message at noon, okay? And it will just be welcome. Okay, so it would say something along the lines of, hey, and I'm going to say hostess. Notice I put it in bracket, hostess bracket. If you want to see how to use Vizzlie deep stuff, check the description below. And I do have some Vizzlie training in there as well. But hey, hostess. It's Rachael, and I can't wait for your party. So you have 320 characters to get her feeling comfortable. This is a week before you're posting, so she doesn't need to start inviting people yet. You just want to get her excited. So one thing I do is I send her the hostess rewards graphic. Like I put it right down here. You can upload a photo. I send her the picture of it and I'm like, what level are you aiming for? Like, let's get you the biggest shopping spree you can imagine. Dream big. And I really, really try to share my excitement with her because the more excited your host is, the better her party will do. So I'll just go ahead and create that. And then maybe 5 days before. So again, we'll go 5 days before starting time at exact time, and we'll do this at 7 p.m. when things are like, slowing down a little bit, invitations. So she'll start, this is where you tell her, think of your friends and your family, maybe some coworkers, or maybe some of your kids' friends, parents. This is where you're helping her figure out who she is inviting. And this is 5 days before your party actually starts on Facebook. So she still has time, but this is good for her to start thinking about it, because we're always encouraging our hosts to have private conversations. And I spell that right out. Like I spell it right out in there. I say, I want you to start talking to your people. One-on-one conversations are best. You don't want people to unfollow you by harassing them. So start a conversation with a friend or a family member. Talk to them. Ask them if they would like to come to your party. And one thing with my hosts is I always tell them to think of it as a home party. Like, you wouldn't just throw out an event on Facebook and say, yo, come to my house. Like, that's weird. You wouldn't want to do that. So you want to say, hey, Tammy, it's Rachel. I'm having a party on Saturday at 7, and I would love for you to come. And then I tell her why. Why do I think Tammy would like to come to my party? Does she have kids that could use this product? Why? And you want to do that, and you aim. And I tell my host, aim for 10 conversations today. And if you break it down for her, she doesn't seem overwhelmed and like, I can't talk to this many people, because really she should be inviting about 50 people. So sometimes they think, I don't even know 50 people. That's your job as the consultant, to help her realize she does. She has friends and family and coworkers and neighbors and, people from the library or the mom's club or whatever. She does know these people. She just might not be thinking of who could possibly come. And so when you shift that mindset from, I don't want to bother these people, to you're not bothering them, like, they are going to be excited when they realize how awesome these products are. You love these products or you wouldn't be hosting. And you're telling your hostess this. You love these products or you wouldn't be hosting. So why would you want to hold that from your friends? You want them to try these products too, right? So when you're shifting that mindset, then it's all about building the excitement. You're dialing it up. You're getting her excited to invite friends. She's finding it very manageable because you're messaging her 5 days in advance and telling her to talk to some people. Again, 4 days before, talk to some people, and you're holding her hand the whole way. So some key things that I include when I'm hostess coaching is, one, what exactly to expect. What is she going to see? I'm creating the Facebook group. I will add the cover photo. I will provide her a link for those of her friends that aren't able to come to the Facebook party. What exactly am I doing for her? I give her her link. I tell her I'll communicate with her via email and her choice, text messaging or Facebook messaging. If I'm sending out a hostess packet, I tell her when she's expecting it. It's very important to stay in communication the entire time. However, when you're using a template, you don't forget. You don't forget to do that. Now, one thing that's very important to note with Vizzlie, and I'll share this with you, is that if she replies to this texting feature, if like she's going to get a text message on her phone, if she replies, it's going to give her an error. So in my welcome message, which I should have put, I always say, this is Rachel's helper bot. If you want to respond to me for real, my number is, and then give her your real number. And I always suggest that they put it in their phone as Rachael, Rachael Towne, or Rachael, and then the product that you're selling. So however they put you in their phone contacts, it is important that they put you in their phone contacts so they don't lose it. Because I've had people like, I can't figure out how to respond. And so I do refer to this a couple of times. I put my phone number in there a couple of times. And so once it's all set, you just import it. So let me show you how to do that. You'll go to activities on the left, activities. And this is when you could go to dashboard just to go home, but this is where you're going. Activities, phone and text. You're going to create a new campaign. Some systems allow you to create one campaign and then you can schedule it as a drip campaign. Vizzlie does not have that feature. Again, it's very affordable though. So you have to create a new campaign for every single hostess, but it only takes a couple of minutes. Again, I use a different platform. So if you want to use that, it's a different training, message me and we'll talk about that. Create new campaign. And let's say my hostess's name is Rachael. I'm going to put 2 because I've already used this example before. So Rachael 2, create the campaign. Now the welcome message is, hi, Rachael. It's Rachael. And then with your company, I maybe say something like, I'm really excited that you're hosting. Chat soon. That's the welcome message. So once you add them as a subscriber, they will get that message right away. And then you schedule the other ones out, and which you've already done in the template. So once you save that, perfect. Then go to the frequency. She's getting about 1 every day. Save that. Once you have this legal stuff taken care of, then you can go to subscribers and add your subscribers. So you'll put Rachael's name. You don't need a last name because you're never going to refer to it. You're just talking to her by her first name, and put her phone number, add the subscriber. Once she's subscribed, it's going to give that welcome message. And then that template that you've created that you can use every single time, you're going to load the template. And this was Hostess Coaching. I believe it was the capitalized. Let's say that you're starting posting on Sunday, February 14th in your group that you've created for her party. Then that's the start day. And the time doesn't matter because we didn't do relative to starting time. We just did exact time of day. So we'll load the template. And if your party were going to begin posting on February 14th, her first text message would go out on February 7th. And what's neat is, remember those brackets that we used for the hostess name? We just fill that in, Rachael. And so everywhere in the template that you created, every time you put bracket hostess, it will import the Rachael for you. Very, very neat. Use the brackets. That way you can use the same template for every hostess. And just really quickly, I will show you one of mine. So here's a template texting over on the left. I have mega coaching. So this one is actually for a mega party. I like to hold these and I'll just kind of scroll through. So 6 days before, and this is before I post. Here we go. Notice hostess, you're having a party and it's going to rock, just so you know what to expect. I'll be setting up your event and everything for you. I'll hold your hand through this whole thing. If you want to reply to me and not my helper bot, please text and then phone number. And the reason I put phone number in bracket is because I share this template with people that purchase my university. Normally, if I were you and you didn't plan on sharing this with anyone, then I would just put your phone number and your name. You don't need to put that in brackets. Okay, so I believe that will answer any questions you have. If you haven't yet seen the mega party that I have set up for you, what is a mega party? So beneficial on saving your time. And that is the linked YouTube video that you're probably seeing right now. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.